¡Oh, joder!
Pero mira, no es todo así, así. Pedacito, un pedacito. ¡Ay!
I'm gonna get the very last bolt off of my head, like my OEM headers. Look, that's the last sucker right there. This bolt has been a headache for the past couple days. So. Qué bellas están esas cabezas. Fuck that thing. Thankfully, they're shorties and not long tubes.
Yeah. Getting the replacement ones in are easy, but trying to get those OEM ones out, bro, because they're cats. So it's like a square. So you're trying to snake that through where like cross members are, and it's just, bro, it was a pain in the ass. It took like 3 hours getting it out and like 20 minutes to get it in.
So getting it in was easy?
Hell yeah. Because there's nothing. It's catless. There's nothing in it.
Yeah, Bob.
Huh? What's your update?
Putting in, basically deleting O2 sensors.
So you're capping them off?
Yeah.
So you're sending it with those bolts?
Yeah. Sending it.
Not come out?
Are they welded? Man, if you don't fucking hack to that bitch and get it out.
Okay, eso no sale. Oh, they might not fit.
Oh, yeah.
What does he look like that?
So what's left?
Other O2 sensor.
Oh, it fit? It went all the way in?
It comes out like this much, but it's just because all the threads go in, but it's basically closed off. It's not really much.
Why didn't you put that little plastic gasket? It would have literally sealed it.
It's gonna burn.
Oh.
Melt, catch fire maybe? God knows what the fuck is gonna happen if you do that.
All right, on today's episode, we're tackling the subframe. So, they sell this kit, GKTECH sells a kit where you reinforce basically where all your arms go. So I'm pretty sure there's a piece that goes here, a piece that goes here, a piece that goes here. And so today we're just gonna sit here and reinforce the whole subframe. So GKTECH sent us a little surprise, which is all of the pieces you need to weld and instructions, which I ain't gonna use those.
What up, what up, what up?
Not gonna lie, this was a great idea though. So if you guys didn't know, he's a fucking professional. Remember that video when I told you guys this fool's dad's like a genius? So this episode, you're gonna find out how genius he is because you're gonna see it live.
Pero mira, no es todo así, así. Un pedacito, un pedacito.
So now we have to put the bolt in to the rear brace because, I mean, when you're welding this, you want it to be flush as possible. So they're saying to mount the bolts in for optimal perfection. Basically what you're doing is you're tacking it in first. You want to do little spots. So we're doing a spot, 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 spot. And then we can do little dimes. Dígame.
Aquí arriba, donde él cae, se pega, pero mira aquí, como no se pega, ¿no es? Porque todo cae para abajo.
So the next one we're doing is the traction arm. This is a reinforcement plate, so I'm pretty sure she goes about here, like so, something like this. And then we're just gonna nice and tight her in. Obviously we gotta make it nice, so we have to grind down all the rust, and yeah. All right, now that all the welds have been grinded down, it looks pretty decent. Mind you, this whole thing's going to powder cut, so don't worry about little, you know, blemishes and things. This thing's gonna be underneath the car anyways. I'm not a perfectionist. It's a street car at the end of the day, so grinded down all the welds. Looks pretty decent for the most part. So now we're just gonna finish this rear bracket and then start moving on to the traction arms. Now that we've grinded everything, we're now test fitting to make sure that this is in place. Mind you, the bolt for the arm goes here, and the traction arm will have to move. So we have to make sure that everything lines up correctly. And then once we get it lined up pretty much where we need it, we're going to just, you know, throw a couple tacks at it and just put it in place. All right, so we got the tack in place. Nice little tack just to make sure it looks good. For the most part, it looks pretty good. All right, now that we got this nice and welded, I mean welded for the, you know, the most part. This is at-home care here, first timers. We got it welded and grinded down on this side. Also this side, we need to move on to the next piece, which we're trying to figure out which one will be the first one we want to do, because we still got to go 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna try to figure it out. We'll come right back. So the next step we're doing is the toe control arm brackets, which are gonna be located here. We're gonna grind it down, get all the ruckus off, but these will go here like so. Obviously we gotta lift it up and, you know, make it look pretty and stuff, but these go here. So first thing we're gonna do is do a little tack. Okay, now that we got it nice and tacked, we can move it, we can bend it, we can, you know, figure out how we want to place it, make sure it's straight. For the most part, it looks straight. Yeah, you might need those, buddy. All right, so we just finished welding on these. We just grinded it down. It came out pretty good. I mean, so far, process on the GKTECH is pretty simple. So now we just need to move on to the next step. All right, so our next step here is the lower control arm bracket. She looks like this, and they go here. Yeah, first step is we're gonna grind all this, you know, all this little rust and surface debris, and then we're gonna mark it up and weld it on. Y'all just had to go back and pick one up, huh?
Of course.
All right, so the last things we have to weld in are the lower control arm and the lower camber arms. So once we get these two in, that's about it for the kit install. So we're gonna get them in, and then we'll show you the final. All right, so we got this side all welded up and grinded down. We even got this lower part here nice and welded and grinded. So now we just have to kind of rinse and repeat and do the other side. All right, so we just got all the plates welded on. Everything's welded on. Now we got to just sand it down, and then that should be just about a wrap for this project here. Yeah, I'll show you guys when it's all nice and finished here. All right, and that's going to conclude this video on how to install GKTECH's reinforcement kit. Hope this helped. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's not the prettiest, but it works. And if you guys like this, don't forget to like, comment what you guys want us to do next, subscribe. We've got a lot more coming. And yeah, peace.
Venga, ma, yo no soy un gato.